Hello, this is Mimi Love. I want to welcome everybody back to my channel. I hope everybody is having a good day. I want to take the time to thank those who like my videos and who have subscribed to my channel. It's greatly appreciated. Um, and today's topic I want to talk about is how can we as Black women be more supportive to our Black men? Um, I don't have a really long list of things of how we can be supportive, but the things I did come up with, I do believe they can be effective with supporting our men. Um, and the first thing I think we need to do as Black women is just first understand our men's position in this country. Um, we have to understand that uh, how our man is viewed and how his position is basically manufactured. If you look at the Black community, the Black man has a high unemployment rate. A lot of the jobs that are available in most Black areas, tend to be way out. Um, a lot of companies that that offer jobs is usually far from the communities of where Black men live. And so a lot of jobs that are available in the communities is limited. They tend to be low paying, high stressful jobs. Um, and a lot of times there's not enough jobs to go around in the community for men, our Black men, to support himself and his family. Um, so I think that it's important that we understand that, because it does play a role in how women uh, tend to respect men. A lot of the issues that our women have with our men sometimes that they're not able to provide. So we you hear women say, "Oh, he ain't shit," or he can't do nothing for me, and that type of rhetoric. Um, so we have to understand that as Black women, we do have more opportunities than our men. Even looking at the education system. A lot of Black women are leading in as being educated women, and the opportunities for our men was limited because systematic racism made it to where like if they get a felony, they don't qualify for this and they don't qualify for that. And a lot of times these felonies are put on our men unjustly. And so I just encourage us to, as women, to just dig a little deep and to just understand that, this is manufactured, so we can't lose respect for our men and, not want to have much to do with him or look at him as not suitable as a mate because of, the lack of opportunities. We are now we have to come to the realizations that we as Black women, we do have more opportunities than our men. So we may have to, take them along with us until we could figure out as a collective how we all can be successful in our, bringing income into the household. Um, And, so I just think that was just important just to start there. Just understand why there's lack of jobs, for our men. And, I had just saw a video the other day where this is in Chicago. It was a community of black men. They had on construction vests. And they went and marched to this construction site where it was a whole group of white men and people who don't look like them in their communities doing construction. They had a few token black men, and I think it was like 3 out of maybe like 20 over there. Them jobs being taken from our men in our own communities. And so they marched over there to let them know, like, we're not taking this anymore. Why wasn't our people offered those opportunities to work in our community? You got some people coming out of their communities to come in our communities to do work. So it's things like that in place in the system to prevent our men to being able to provide the way he would like. And not only that, it's, the system has been exposed with putting drugs purposely into our communities. So, men who don't have jobs, not all men, but some men who, don't have jobs, they may result to turn into crime just so they can be able to take care of their families. Just think about it. If there's lack of job opportunity, and then you have your women saying, "Oh, you ain't nothing, you're not bringing no money into the household," so they may turn to a life of crime, just to make ends meet, so they can be able to provide for our family. That's manufactured. So, with that lifestyle comes other things. So I just think it's important that we understand that. Another thing I just think we need to understand as women, that we are emotionally stronger than our men. The Creator made our men to be more physically strong, but the Creator made us to be more emotionally stronger. So we have to be strong for them. And what I say that is that we need to be able to control the emotions between the black men and women amongst us. And when I say that, is, okay, we have to understand that our men are more beat up, in this society. Everything is working against him. The system, you see how these police officers treat them. And, these politicians, they're not coming up with real solutions to, help our community, because they really don't want us to rise as a people. So when I say we have to be emotionally stronger, is if we see all these odds stacked against our men, and we see that he's having some frustration from that, we have to be the bigger person, to not, nag him or want to fuss at him if, we're going through something, or we're getting frustrated, from the situation for something. Sometimes or a lot of times when you know that man is doing the best he can and odds are working against him, don't don't pick an argument, or don't let out your frustrations on him, knowing the odds and that he's doing his best. I'm not saying women should like take crap as far as like being like, if he's being disrespectful. If he don't have respect for you, that's a whole nother story. But if you know he's out there doing the best he can, don't make it harder for him by, nagging him or complaining, because really that's the last thing that he needs. And again, this is for men that you can see that's out there really working, but he may be going through it on his job, where they're purposely trying to pick with him, so he can get fired or written up. And I know that this happens. It's through personal experience. I've been in the workforce long enough. I've seen this. I've, in the communities, I've had conversations with men, black men that, he talked about, just getting picked on, harassed, on the job. And, us black women, we go through that too. I personally experienced it, so I know. But it is definitely real in the workplace. So it's like you have to keep your composure from exploding. But again, like I said, I think, as black women, we're built emotionally stronger to, where we can, handle things better. So, I'm just saying we could be more understanding to the situation and not make it worse by, want to pick fights or argue with him, knowing that he's struggling. Even if it's a situation that's affecting, home. Maybe all the bills is not getting paid the way they should. Maybe, we may have to, be the main breadwinner in the house for, a period of time. As long, like I said, as long as you see your man trying, doing the best he can, this is what we may need to do, to keep our community intact. And our children is watching us. They seeing that. If we're putting out the behavior that we gotta say he ain't shit because, the job don't want to pay him enough, or don't want to promote him, or, or he gets fired for some BS, and we talking down to him because we know the system is working against him. That's not going to help us as a people. It's just going to teach us to, not only is the system going to beat him up, his woman is going to lose respect, and, she going to go home and beat on him too. And then our kids are going to see this is how we react to these situations. And it's just going to, the behavior is just going to keep getting passed on. We just got to figure out a way how to work through that and to continue to support him. And also, we got to keep in mind is that our men go through the most crap in this society, and they're taught to suppress, their emotions. And that could be hard because we all know pressure breaks, but I think, if we do our part as women, it could be, less stressful for our men. And another thing I just, I want to point out a way that we could be supportive to our men is whatever job that he has, even if it's working at McDonald's, if he's a janitor, whatever he's doing to bring money into the household, that's looked at as a low standard job, don't beat him up for that, because the opportunities out there are limited, for our man, especially if he has a felon. If he has a felony on his record, if he's a felon, it's gonna be harder for him. We know that. So if that man is out there, working a job, and it's not the job that you would like your man to have, just respect that he's out there bringing money to the table. And we as women, we have the ability to speak life into our men. If you see that he's really good at something, speak life into that and motivate him. And I guarantee you will see a difference in your man. He's going to want to do the best, because we have the ability. It's our tongue. We have the ability to speak life into that man and keep him motivated. If we working with him, he's going to love us more. I've seen it. So we have the ability to look at the bigger picture of things, and he can too. But we can show them, like, oh baby, I see, you're really good at, working on cars or something, and maybe you could talk him into opening a mechanic business. You know what I'm saying? And y'all both can work towards that. So we just got to use our creative abilities and get creative with helping our man to, bring money into the household by, encouraging his natural abilities or his natural talent. Where he can, maybe start his own business, and you don't need the system for that. I've seen felons that wasn't able to get a job, so they went and created their own opportunity. But I think, us black women, we have the ability to speak life into that. And other ways that we could be supportive, like I said, no matter what job that your man is doing, just show him that you appreciate him doing whatever he needs to do to bring money into the home. You could do it by maybe take him on a date, get him a massage. You could, make him his nice favorite dinner. Let him vent to you without even judging or being ready to nag and stuff. These are all things that you can do to motivate your man to continue on and deal with the things he have to deal with in this world. And last but not least, I would say this is a biggie that we should do as black women, to support our black men, is to don't bash him on social media. I don't care what your baby daddy did to you or what a black man did to you. Do not bash him on social media, because all it does is play into the stereotypes that they have about our men, and it gets around, and it just, it encourages the idea that our men ain't shit. So I would encourage us to not go to social media, no type of social media, and bash our men. So those are the things that I came up with. So I hope that you guys are continue to enjoy my channel. Please like this video. Please subscribe, and I'm gonna get better at this because I want to continue to put the energy out there for the black man and black women to be a positive support system to each other, because we need that. Our kids need to see that. And I think we just need to do that as a collective, so we can have a better, stronger relationship with each other and have stronger communities for our children. And again, if you want to suggest some content for this channel to uplift and support the black man, it is greatly appreciated. I'll put my email address in the description section, and I will take a look at it and possibly report on the suggestion. So I hope you guys continue to enjoy the rest of your day. And just want to say peace and love to all. Until next time, take care.